silence for Shaf Rasul from the BBC's online Dragon's Den. Mr. Shaf Rasul.
Hello everybody, my name's Shaf, and I'm the other half of the Shaf and Julie show. You must excuse my faux pas. English is a second language for me, and occasionally I get confused with some of the words. Anyway, in any TV partnership, yeah, think Danger Mouse, Penfold here, you always have somebody who's very, very intelligent, very, very clever, very, very articulate, and then you have a bit of eye candy as the partner. Now, judging by Julie's investment on Wednesday, she's obviously the articulate, clever one, so I've now been relegated to the role of eye candy. But never mind, what I want to tell you about is I want to tell you about how I actually got into the Dragon's Den. Now, you may remember a few years ago, in fact, it wasn't even that long, it was only a couple of years ago, it was in the days when banks actually loaned you money and all that sort of stuff. I was in the process of doing a deal, and I was buying a property, and basically, one of my colleagues, Andy Byrne, which you all probably know, and Grant Williams, they were selling the property on literally the same day. And on that same day, I had an audition with the BBC's Dragon's Den. And I was supposed to turn up for this audition, but Andy called me up and he said, Shaf, are you available tomorrow to sign a document? And I said, yeah, I think so. So I phoned up the Dragon's Den, and I said, look, if I decide to do the Dragon's Den, how much time will it take? And they said, oh, Shaf, it'll take 20 working days. And I thought, nah, I don't want to do this. Anyway, I didn't want to upset Andy. If you know Andy Byrne, you just don't want to get on the wrong side of him. Andy's an ex-rugby player, God knows what else. He's absolutely huge, so I didn't want to upset him. So I phoned the BBC, and I said, no, sorry, don't want to do the Dragon's Den. And from then onwards, I've always had opportunities to do other TV work. So I've been asked to do The Secret Millionaire. I was asked to do the Bond movie, knocked it all back. Sorry, guys, I'm absolutely far too busy to do this. And one day, I had an email, but I was at the office, so I'd sent my email, so they bounced onto my colleague, Susanna Garcia. Susanna's my sales director, and generally the emails I get are sort of sales-related emails. And it was from the BBC, and it says, would like Shaf to do the online Dragon's Den. And Susanna phoned them up. She actually phoned me first, and she says, do you want to do the online Dragon's Den? It's an internet program. And I says, no, just tell him I'm far too busy. So she emailed them back and she said, I'm sorry, Shaf's far too busy to do that. He's got lots of appointments on the day you want him to audition. So the BBC said, don't worry, we'll send up a camera crew. So the BBC sent up a camera crew, and they sat outside my office, and in between meetings, they filmed a pitch. And a couple of days later, they came back to me, and they said, we want you to do this. So I was sort of enrolled in the Dragon's Den, and what sort of really did it for me was I thought, well, I'm going to help start-up businesses, because the online version of the Dragon's Den, it's for brand new businesses, and I find that very, very exciting. It's just such an adrenaline rush, taking a product to market, taking a service to market, so I decided I'd get involved. So basically, what I'm going to do in a minute, actually, is I'm going to let you I'm going to get one of the contestants from the Den to come up and speak to you, one of the entrepreneurs. But anyway, I want to go through the reasons why I decided to do the Dragon's Den. The obvious one for me was, first of all, I wanted to help start-up businesses. The second one, why I wanted to do the online Dragon's Den, was obviously the money. £3 million an episode is a lot of money. And the third one, why I wanted to do the online Dragon's Den, was I thought I'll never make a tit of myself on national TV. So anyway, I'd like you to all listen to Giles Berry. He was one of the entrepreneurs that pitched to Julie and I, and he's been through a tremendous journey, and I'd like him to share that with you. Giles, can you please come up?